All right. Hello. If you can hear us, please say something so we know. Oh, there you go.
All right. This is our fourth time?
Fourth time if you count the Facebook one that we randomly did. But
yeah. Welcome back. If it's your first time, I'm Brandon, aka Chill.
And I'm Ginny.
And so to start things off, it's going to be, the class will be pretty similar to the last ones. We'll have a first section of fingers, then we'll have a back strengthener, and then we'll have some core-esque things towards the end. And then we have like a little stretch thing that we like to do at the very, very end.
Or shoulder thing, I guess.
As always, as we're going through this, if you have any questions, concerns, thoughts, just put it in the chat and we will try to address them as best we can.
Yes.
So to get started, since none of us get to climb anymore, we need to warm up our fingers before we start.
We definitely need to warm up our fingers.
Workout. So to start with, we're just going to do finger squeezes. So you're going to start out and then in. Doesn't have to be fast, just nice and controlled, going all the way through all the motions.
It's more like with purpose. So you don't want to be like, hey, what's up? I'm just squeezing my fist.
Yeah, I like to try to spread them as far as I can.
Yeah.
And then clench them as much as I can.
Yeah.
Spread them as far as you can.
I mean, if you're like, my joints need a lot of care because they're old and cranky. And so I can't squeeze super hard right now because I might actually start cramping. So you still need to warm up. You need to warm up into the warm up if that happens, which is what I have to do.
We're old.
Yeah.
So that's like 10 of those. I kind of shake my wrists a little bit, do some circles.
I gotta do these too.
Yeah, we'll get to those. Okay. Similar thing, but this is just the first two digits. So you can see kind of making, you do the same thing with the thumb. So I kind of do a big squeeze when they're closed. And again, spread them as far as you can when they're open. You should also be feeling this a good bit in your forearm.
Hi, Aaron. Hi, Matt. And hi, Tyler. We know all of them. Well, at least, you know, those three.
All right, shake it out a little bit again.
This is Sunny, if you're wondering. Also, part of the warm-up is petting your dog.
Okay, now the opposite kind of, it's like flicks. So you're just going to start closing. You're going to flick them out as fast as you can. Explosive out.
Yeah. You want? No, lucky. Yeah. And the other dog in the background is Luna.
All right, shake it out
and
again.
Jen, yay, Jen's there too. We miss you guys.
All right. Okay, some shoulder things. So arms out, all circles.
Yeah,
right now I'm going forward.
So aim for like maybe 10 to 15 in each direction, depending on how your shoulders feel.
Back the opposite direction.
No. Nope. Oh.
Okay, medium.
Nope. I have to stand up for this. I'm gonna go back here.
Big. So as wide as you can all the way around.
Here. I don't know if I have enough room. And my shoulders always up.
Opposite. Oops, sorry.
That was much. See, this is what they always end up doing. They start playing and then we have to kick them out.
All right, shake it out again. One last thing before we get started. We're just gonna do trunk twists. So arms out, you're just gonna twist. Nice and slow and controlled, not jerky or anything. Just little twists.
If you're pregnant like me, don't twist too deep. I don't know how many of you are pregnant, but just in case.
I think Tyler might be.
I feel like these dogs know that there's like other people here with us because I feel like they're showing off.
Well, they're done. All right, go, Pops.
Go.
No, Sonny, go. Go.
Oh, out.
All right, so now we're going to start the finger workout. So today what we're going to be doing is, many of you done this in our class playing times. It's kind of our go-to. It's 10-second on, 10-second off, 3 times. Then you'll have a 3-minute break, and then we'll repeat that a couple of times.
Well, so this computer's on a chair, so that's why I
Tilt it up a little bit.
it's just so we're closer to action.
So since this is the very first one, again, you can pick whatever edge is comfortable. You should be at, I don't know, 70-80% effort on this first round. So again, it's going to be 10-second on, 10-second off, 3 times.
Yeah, and if you know you still need to warm up more,
Yeah.
you can go like at 60%.
Always
or
most
50%.
important just to listen to yourself, listen to your body.
So you go first.
Also, ideally not on a jug. So if you're on a bar, then kind of like these blue things here, then instead of grabbing it with your whole hand, like you would a regular pull bar, try to use just your fingertips on it. Might feel a little weird. I tried it earlier on these, and it wasn't too bad. Otherwise, if you have a hangboard, that's optimal. Okay, starting in 10 seconds. Starting in 5, 2, 1, hang.
Also, I'm using this finger block today instead of hanging.
2, 1, break.
So if you
10
have one of
seconds.
these, you can use the same thing. I'm doing one side first.
3, 2, 1, go.
I'll show you this setup. If you don't have one of these and you don't have a hangboard,
2, 1, break. One more.
I'll talk about some other options.
3, 2, 1, hang. Two, 1, break.
So now the timer's set up for another set, so I'm going to do my other hand during this.
So yeah, what Jen's using is just a crimp block. They're really awesome, super helpful. What's really neat about them is since they are just one hand at a time, you can really isolate. You'll notice one hand is stronger than the other. You can kind of play with that. So
Yeah, I'll show you this section. I actually started with pretty low weight. I definitely still need to warm up. Yeah, depending on how strong you are, the only annoying thing about this is that you have to have a lot of weight. But I know people have gotten creative with weights. You know, they use water jugs, gallon jugs. I think Tuan used a sewing machine once. She can chime in about that. All right, so that's done. And as far as like, so if you don't have any of this fancy equipment, but you have like a bag, that's really loud. You could do the same thing with a bag like this. Any bag with a handle, could be like a purse or whatever. You can stuff it with any type of anything that weighs anything, which is anything.
Yeah, it could be 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 15 pounds, whatever, but just load it up, put stuff in it until you,
and you could just hang. So if you wanted to make it more legit, you could like
take a pencil
and then tape it or something like that.
Tape it to it so you have a good edge to it.
So it's like flat.
And then again, just put your fingertips on it, and you can do your curls.
If you're doing curls, or even just these hangs.
Or yeah, you could just do it. This would be a hang, and then that would just be a curl. So
yeah, if you were here like a few weeks ago, we did finger curls and we talked about those.
So we're going to do that 10 on, 10 off, 3 times again. We're going to start in about 50 seconds.
And if you're curious of what the weight setup, we have a bunch of weight plates. This is what it looks like. I'm about to add some more weight. Okay. How much weight? Oh, we have those guys. Oh, here's more.
10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go.
And I'm done. Okay, it's a lot better. Add a lot more weight this time.
2, 1, break.
As far as difficulty level, assuming you warmed up already, you want it to be hard.
2, 1, go.
Like that third hang is hard. You still want to make it maybe most of the way through the third hang. You know, at least 7, 8 seconds.
One more.
So if you completely fail before that,
3, 2,
you need to make it
1.
easier.
Last one.
But yeah, if you're making it through all 3 really, really easily, like I said, assuming you've warmed up already,
break.
then try to make it harder if you can.
Yeah, that should be the end of, like right now, my fingers are feeling pretty good, pretty warm. So this next set, I'm going to be trying to do probably around 90, 95% effort, which means what she was saying, in that third round of it, it should be really hard. And if you fail in the third round, perfectly fine.
You still want to make it, I think, like 7 seconds through the third round.
Fine. So easy way to make it harder, use a smaller edge. I'm actually going to stand the same edge. I'm just going to add a little bit of weight.
Yeah, you can always add weight to make it harder if you have weight to add. This is like that again. So this is my last one on this hand. If any of you are doing the two-handed thing. Okay, and that's round 2. You get to practice your deadlift technique with this way too.
Any questions so far?
How's everyone doing? I'm gonna get a drink of water. Hello to people that we haven't said hi to yet. All right, so we just did 2 sets. We're resting for a third one now.
Yep. Got 75 seconds before the next round. So also the key is there's a long break. So it's a 3-minute break, and that's because we want you to recover to almost max ability. So there are other times we'll do this where the rest will be much shorter, in which you're not really recovering. That's going to be more of an endurance-based thing. This is because you get that rest. We really want you to now, going into this third set, to really start to challenge yourself such that you need that whole time to really recover.
Yeah.
Since the first sets haven't been that hard for me, like I feel pretty recovered right now, but that's fine. This next set is when we're going to try to get a bit harder.
Yeah, like, I mean, they are going to get harder the more sets you do.
Yep. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. 2, 1, break.
All right. Now it's getting hard. Harder.
3, 2, 1, go. Two, 1, break. One more. 3, 2, 1, go. 2, 1, break.
Oh, my left hand is so much weaker than my right hand. This is actually the first time I've done repeaters with this finger block.
How does it feel?
So interesting.
Yeah.
Well, it's just there's a lot more weight on it than I'm used to.
Yeah, because you only have to hold it for a short period of time.
Yeah, before what we're doing,
And
we
you're not
usually do
moving.
curls. We do a lot less weight with the curls. And one more on this hand for me. Set 3.
Yep, set 3 done.
Mm-hmm. Oh. I know last week some of you asked what app I use for this timer thing. It's literally just called Interval Timer, so it's a really generic name. But it's nice because you can save like different timers. So like I created this one. It might have been one of the very first ones I've ever created on this app.
Can you share timers?
I don't know.
That'd be
It's
really
not-
cool.
It's not. Not with this app. I don't think because this one's free. There are other timer apps. I know Seconds is really popular, but I think you have to pay for that one. But yeah, what I do like is you get to save a bunch of timers. So I have maybe 40 different timers in there for like core exercises that I do or HIIT exercises that I do, and all the different repeaters that we do. Like this one's the 10 on, 10 off. But we have ones for 7-3. We have ones for like 20-10, 5-5.
45 seconds.
So.
To
It's just nice to only do it once.
set 4.
How do you comment with chalk on your hands? Just there you go. Oh.
20 seconds. Oh, so we're gonna do this and then I'm gonna do the half. 2, 1, go. 2, 1, break.
And my left hand is so much weaker.
3, 2, 1, go. 2, 1, break.
Oh.
One more. 3,
Okay.
2, 1, go. 2, 1, break.
Yeah, it's getting kind of hot. And my second on my right hand. Trying to get back up here. One more on this hand. All right. Ew.
Well,
So
I'm
they
just
can
gonna wait for
hear
the long beep.
Okay. So that's 4 sets done.
So we have 2 more sets, but they're going to be slightly different. So for the first 4 sets, we've done complete dead hang. These next last 2 we're going to do at a 90 degree. So everything else is still the same, just going to be at a lock off at 90 degrees. Some of you might find it a little harder. I actually find it a little easier, so it's just however, whatever your strength is at.
I'm just gonna do what I've been doing because I have the crimp lock, but that's also fine. Although I think I'm gonna change the weight of this. Putting on
60 seconds. We would put music in the background, but last time we did that, YouTube muted everything, so we can't.
So it's like music rights or something to, I don't know, it's stupid. So, but you guys can put music on in your background.
Yeah. Let us know what tunes you're listening to.
Yeah, and then we'll
if Don's here, we know what he's listening to. All right, 20 seconds. Remember, this is going to be with a lock off.
Half lock off.
Half lock off. Yeah, sorry.
So it just means like 90 degrees. You can just see what he's doing and do that.
10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Two. Wait. 2 more. 3, 2, 1, go. Two. Break. 1 more.
Boy.
3, 2, 1, go.
Failure.
2, 1.
Lefty.
Break.
Same, right.
You're doing the hangs and you got a little bit of break now. Jen's still doing her other hand.
Yep. Two more. Guess I'll face the camera.
Last one for Jen.
Definitely getting harder.
Yep.
For me.
1 more set, and then we'll be moving into the back portion of the workout. I'm not sure why that was so much louder than the rest of them. So this last one will still be at 90.
Oh.
I'll turn the AC down.
Yeah.
1 minute to the last set.
Hope everyone's doing swell in their quarantine lives.
Apparently, Tyler's dog doesn't like the timer.
Oh, really?
It might be us.
It's true.
I blame Ginny.
Maybe next week we'll change the sound to something different and see if that helps.
We'll do a little cat. Meow. That's when you start.
Meow. Maybe. We'll see if I can do that.
Okay, last
Be
set.
fancy.
Starting in 10 seconds. 90 degrees again.
Oh.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, nice. Decreased weight and it feels much better. It'll probably still be hard though this next. Last couple hands.
2. Right. Last 2.
I did post in the description
3, 2, 1, go.
of this video of 2 local climbers that make these things, or make like crimp edges or crimp blocks
2.
or finger pinch blocks.
1 more.
So they have Instagram accounts. That's what I link to. And if you send them a
2,
message,
1,
they'll definitely,
go.
like if you're interested in like getting some.
2, break. Good job.
But yeah, we definitely like these a lot. These crimp blocks. They're just very portable and versatile.
Yeah. Apparently, they're really great. Also, take them outdoors, hang them on a tree. You can do some quick finger warm-ups instead of having to send, 10 warm-up climbs. You can just warm up on that and go straight to your project.
It's apparently what the pros do. At least that's what Keenan asked him how he warmed up at the crowd, and that's what he told me.
Oh, really? He uses that?
Yeah.
Awesome. We only do easy climbs, so everything.
Yeah. The warm up is really just like hiking in or carrying the food. I think that's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So
Cool.
the next thing is going to be
Done with that part. I'm gonna
the back part.
let me put this.
So today we're going to be doing a lot of slow pull-ups. They're going to be time-based. So the very first set is going to be, you're going to do a pull-up for 6 seconds, so slowly pulling up for 6 seconds. And then you're going to go back down for 6 seconds. And then you're going to go back up for 6 seconds and back down for 6 seconds.
And so what we mean by slow is you try to space out the pull-up over that 6 seconds.
Yep.
So like,
You're not trying to have any stops in between, just
Yeah.
nice and slow, all the way from the bottom, all the way to the top.
yeah.
And then all the way back down. So doing full extension, both directions. After this set, we're going to change the time. So just for this one right now, we're going to do 6 seconds up, 6 seconds down, 6 seconds up, 6 seconds down. You have that on this timer.
Yeah. So so I actually made it 6 seconds. 6 seconds is the first one.
Alternative.
If you have like rings or anything you can hang from like the ceiling, you can pretty much do the same thing, but like doing inverted rows instead. And so you'll see that's what I'm going to be doing.
So you'll be doing that. Another way also is if this is super hard, you can get a box,
Sure. Yes.
like this, or something to put it in front of you, put your feet on it, so you can take some of your weight off. You can do a band. I've tried it on this. It didn't work too great. But if you can hook something, you can even put like a little something lower to hold on to try to pull some of your weight off. Or if you get super tech, you can build a little counterweight system.
Yeah, or if you have like a chair or a bench or anything.
Yeah, really anything that can
that
help
you
take
can
some weight
put
off.
your feet on.
Okay, starting in 10 seconds. You just follow along. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Go. Starting bottom. Halfway. Top. Halfway down. Bottom. Halfway up. Top. Halfway down. Down.
Activity completed.
Okay. Hopefully not too bad.
So it's kind of like a warm up into that.
Yeah. So
Do you want
now
to
we
start?
all know what we're doing. This next round is just going to be 12 seconds up and 12 seconds down only once.
Alright, so I'm gonna change that timer. So only once. Okay, so I'm just changing the timer because I don't have multiple typewriter or multiple slow pull timers. I just have one.
So again, we're going to give you a decent sized break.
I started one.
Oh, you just start one.
25 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, 3-minute break, as usual. We hardly ever do something that's not a 3-minute break for these things. I know sometimes people will rest for 4 minutes.
Just really depends on how much recovery you need. There's actually some really cool gizmos out there that can test how much recovery you've gotten. It's just testing how much you're breathing.
And you're like oxygenation level.
Yeah, oxygenation level. So that's pretty cool. We don't have that, so we're low tech. We're just gonna have to
Go by
off
the
time.
standard.
Yep, go by time. We're doing 2 minutes. What's the recovery we're doing? This one? Okay.
But that, yeah, I started that a little later. I'm gonna read people's comments. Let's see. Oh, you guys are just. Oh, cool. It's a Bada timer. That's nice.
Okay, 1 minute. Remember, this is going to be 12 seconds up, 12 seconds down, and you're supposed to go as slow as possible. What?
Yeah, and like he's gonna call out when he says half. That's kind of like when you want to be like at a 90 degree, but you want to aim for that. Like, definitely, I think for if you haven't done these much, definitely try. It's slower than you think it's gonna be. Like a lot of people end up be like, oh, I'm going slow, but then they're already
Definitely 12 seconds,
Yeah.
and definitely for the next ones.
Yeah.
We'll tell you what those are going to
So, but it's and the more you do these, the more you can like control those micro movements through the scapula.
be. Yeah, which is actually a lot more beneficial in climbing than just pumping out pull-ups. Doing a lot of pull-ups in a row is not necessarily as useful.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get back to the timer.
I already changed it. So
Where is it at? There it is.
No.
All right, starting in 10 seconds.
Oh, okay.
So we need 5, 3, 2, 1, go. Half. Top.
And slowly back down.
Half. 2, 1. Bottom.
Activity completed.
Yeah. Actually, I did one like a while ago. Pre-pregnancy days. I did a slow pull-up over a minute. I think it was like a minute up.
We got inspired. She got inspired by, it was Jessie Graff, right?
Yeah, the American Ninja Warrior Jessie Graff. She did one. She did up and down for over 2 minutes. So she did up 1 minute and down 1 minute. I just did, I think, up 1 minute. But when you actually look at the video, it doesn't look like you're really moving at all. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh wait, you are moving.
Yeah. Generally, you're gonna have to be
Yeah.
telling yourself to go slower.
Yeah. So something to think to be inspired by or try or whatever.
So this next one is gonna be 320, right? What did you set it for?
Well, I don't know. I think I said it now. I think he said 20.
It's 20 seconds up, 20 seconds down.
They're just getting longer and longer.
Yep. So
that's a 40-second pull.
it's a 40-second pull. Yeah, it's 10 seconds to get halfway, another 10 seconds to get to the top. So a good thing to be focusing on is really squeezing those shoulder blades back, which it's hard to kind of think about that. What I think about is bringing my chest forward. As you're pulling in, you're bringing your chest to the pull-up bar. Your shoulder blades will naturally pull back.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to do that because it's gonna keep your shoulder and elbows in good position, so you're not getting a lot of tennis elbow or shoulder pains.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if any of you are using this. You can play with like your position, like hand position relative to your. You could go like to here, or you can go like out, like this. You can even try like a more bicep-y thing. That's something to play with if you guys want to do that.
Starting in a minute. We see didn't take that much.
That's fun. We're upstairs in what used to be our old attic that we renovated. So it's, I guess this is the hottest.
Our house for a little while.
That's right. We did a big remodel all throughout the downstairs of the house. And while we did that, we lived up here. We had 2 dogs, a cat, and us.
They loved it.
And it was fine.
All right.
But now
25 seconds.
But that's why this is the hottest part of the house, I guess. We actually, I don't come up here very often, except for this class and occasionally when I feel like doing some random
10 seconds.
training things. If I feel motivated with this.
3, 2, 1,
right.
go.
It's gonna be slower than last time.
Half. Top.
Slow negative.
Half. Two, 1. Bottom.
Activity completed.
Oh. That one should have been harder than the other ones.
Yes, lots of little shaking. Lots of shaking on that one.
And try to definitely keep breathing through these. I know it's really easy to, at least for me, it's like really easy to just like hold your breath. But you can keep breathing, that'll help.
So for the next set, what we're gonna do is still gonna be 20-20, but you're gonna start at the top. You're gonna go slow down, and then we get to the bottom. You're gonna go back to the top.
That part
So
is gonna suck.
this is the hardest one coming up. Just pull all you can. If you don't get back up to the top, no big deal. But just keep pulling the whole time.
Joanne says that her right arm is pulling more than her left right now. And that definitely, I mean, most everyone is like dominant in one arm and the other. So it's definitely common. You notice that?
It's fine. Your right arm's gonna get tired fast, and then it'll be even again.
Yeah. Something just to be aware of if you have the mental capacity to think about that while you're doing these.
Yeah.
What I do like about using these is that you can do one arm rows also. I mean, unless you're strong enough to just do like one arm pull-ups or whatever.
Well, I mean, or you have a counterweight
That's true.
system. So we can do one arms with counterweight.
But yeah, you could do all these back exercises. You can also do with just one arm.
Another way you can do this, without a counterweight is if you put a rope or a towel or something and hang it off of it, then you can do offset pull-ups. And so you can be pulling with one hand much lower than the other one. And that's a really good workout. We might try to do something like that next week.
Yeah. But yeah, if you wanted to like focus more on one arm than the other.
40 seconds for the hard one.
So start at the top. First part won't be so bad.
Going down is easy. You just let gravity you just got to fight a little bit of gravity.
You just got to control the gravity.
It's that going back up part. Starting in. Oh, with this little thing here.
It's showing an ad, I guess.
Sorry, a little ad on the game, the thing real quick.
Oh,
all right. Starting in 10 seconds.
So same timing, just slightly different order.
3, 2, 1, top.
Oh, I can't see the timer.
Half. 2, 1, bottom, back up. Half. 2. Done.
Oh, that last bit.
All right. One last thing. It's going to be the thing we did first. So kind of a check-in to see how you feel from the very first one. So 6 seconds up, 6 seconds down, 6 seconds up, 6 seconds down.
So you do 2 pull-ups, but for less time. So.
Yeah, you're gonna feel like you're doing speed pull-ups.
Yeah, after the last few. Ugh. Everyone stay hydrated.
Yeah, a lot of these we realize, like especially like that last one, super brutal. The key really is to get to a point and just keep fighting, get that shake going, pull, feel that burn. And I guarantee you, over time, you will definitely start seeing some progress. If it's so hard that you're feeling right away, no biggie. That's obviously where I was at the beginning, to where Jen was at the beginning, when she first was doing this. Could you even do a pull-up at first?
Before I started climbing, no.
Yeah. So you can all get there. She got to where she was doing, I don't know,
like 25
pull-ups. So the key is to just keep with it, keep pushing, keep pulling, and you'll get there. But yeah, to make things a little easier, like I said, find a box, find a bench, find a band or something to kind of give you a little bit more assistance if you can.
I mean, a lot of people, so I know there are different opinions on whether or not to use a resistance band. I mean, I think it's up to you if you.
I think they're fantastic. Yeah. They're a great tool.
Yeah.
In our class, I think they've really helped a lot of people. And for me, it's like if I'm doing like a really hard trying to burn everything out, I might start with a weight vest, then take the weight vest off, and then if you go to a band and just keep breaking down those muscles so that they'll come back stronger.
I mean, a lot of people, so if you're in our class, you know, a lot of people like to ask, well, how many rounds are we doing of this? And we never tell them. And we always say we're going to add more rounds when people ask, and so people have learned to not ask. Mainly because we want people ask because they want to like save energy for the last one. We don't want people to do that. You want to try as hard as you can on each one. And if that means
once you're fully warm, you should be trying as hard as you can.
And if that means you have to like add more assistance in the later rounds, that's fine. We want you to like try to your max each time.
Last one, 30 seconds. So we're going to start at the bottom. 6 seconds to the top, 6 seconds down, twice. So the last back part,
and these should feel
starting
like
in 20 seconds.
super fast pulse.
It's still gonna be hard, but
Yeah. Yeah, we just need to see how they feel compared to that first one.
starting in 10 seconds. Top, mid,
Hopefully there's enough time.
bottom,
Oh, there should be. Oh, wait.
mid,
I'm going too slow.
top, mid,
Ignore that.
bottom.
We forgot to change
Good
the timer.
job. All right, so that's it for the back stuff. Now we're gonna move on to the next section, which is gonna be core.
So I want to roll this backwards.
So we're gonna go to one of our standard core workouts. It's gonna be comprised of 4 different things. So what we're gonna start with is the first one's gonna be a plank. A couple notes on planks. I know everyone's done a billion of them, but for a plank, important things is you want the space right here to be at least a 90. If you want it harder, slide back further.
The further apart your arms and feet are, the harder it will be.
Don't get up here.
Yeah.
If you're doing this, this is just kind of a shoulder workout, but not much core. So at least 90, more than 90 if you can.
Flat back. If you start feeling your lower back,
Yeah.
you need to modify.
So again, if we're here,
yeah,
and you start feeling like this sagging, this is no good. You're gonna feel a lot in your lower back. So you want to tuck the tailbone, try to make it flat. If you start feeling your lower back a lot, then drop your knees.
Yeah,
And
you
just
can
try
even do the thing where you drop one knee and leave the other leg up too.
Whatever you can to make sure you do not want to feel it in your lower
That's
back.
the most important thing.
So we're gonna do that one, and then we're gonna quickly switch to a side plank. So you're gonna side forearm. Again, nice and straight, just like you were in the last plank, but on your side. I like to think about pushing down into my elbow and keeping everything right here in a good straight line so I don't feel it in my shoulder. And then make sure that this hip is driving up as much as you can.
To the sky.
If you think this is easy, which I don't, but if you do, you can add a little dip to it.
You can also play with like elevating a leg.
You can do things with your legs, whatever you feel like doing.
Yeah.
Other side.
Or you can add weight.
Then we're gonna flip to the other side, do the other side plank, and then the last one is gonna be a hollow hold. So for the hollow hold, you're gonna be on your back. Most of us are sitting here with the belly up. You're gonna push down on your belly so that there's no space under it. So already, if you're creating 0 space under this area, you're already doing a hollow hold. To make this more difficult, bring your knees up, shoulders up a little bit. So again, this is harder. Then you can straighten your legs. Keep your hands down if you want. Lower your legs. The farther lower your legs are going to be, the harder it is. And then the more you bring your hands up, the harder that's going to be. So the way that this workout's going to be is we're going to do 1 minute plank. There's going to be no break. You go to a 1 minute side plank. You're in no break, switch to the other side plank, and you're going to do 1 minute hollow hold, and then you get a break. So a lot of pain for 4 minutes, and then a break.
And I'm going to be doing something different for the plank and the hollow hold because of baby. But you can just see what I'm doing. I'm just going to be
We're working on names for the baby, so if you want to throw out those in the comments, feel free.
It's a boy, so that's one thing to know. If you guys want to put a name in the running. We already told Sergio that he had to do a V14 for his name to even get in the running.
So there's a chance.
So I hope he's working. Well, I guess we'll see if he's working hard on that.
All right, you want to set time?
Yes. All right. So we're gonna start. So it's plank first, then side plank, and hollow.
Yep.
And
if you're not sure, just peek over at us.
Yeah. 10 minutes. We're starting.
10 seconds.
Seconds. I wish.
5, 2, 1, go. Now, I know if you've been in our class, you've heard me say this a billion times, but whenever I feel like this is really hard, I just think about the world record. Over 8 hours in this position. We can do a minute. We can do this. We can do this.
Think what you'd be doing 8 hours from now.
30 seconds.
Probably sleeping.
Probably running to the bathroom. I guess you had a catheter. I don't know how it works. 20 seconds. 10. 3, 2, 1. Rotate to the side. I can't see the timer, can you?
Yep.
Remember what side you're on this time, because the next set, you'll want to do the opposite.
30 seconds?
I don't know the world record on the side plank.
I'm sure it's something ridiculous. I wonder if it's different.
And hopefully they'll only do it on one
15
side.
seconds. Yeah.
One really strong oblique.
Oh man, that would be brutal. 5 seconds.
No break, going straight to the switch. Switch.
Oops. Now I can't see it.
I see it.
As long as one of us can.
The second one of these should feel a little easier because you got a minute break on it. $30. 20. 10. You're going to switch straight to the hollow hold in 5, 2, switch. $30 seconds to a break. You're almost there. 20. 10. Break. You get a minute. Soak it up. Whole minute.
Oh, minute rest. The longest rest we've ever done.
Brandon. Okay, well, let's see about that.
I'm just gonna lie down.
Unfortunately, only 30 seconds.
Yeah, that was like the fastest 30 seconds. This will be like the fastest minute ever.
Yeah, get ready for the longest minute.
Which minute is longest? The plank
15.
and the side plank, or the side plank, or the hollow?
Note that we're not allowing you to get back to full recovery on something like this. 5, 2, yep. 30. 20. 10. Remember to switch to the other side. 2, 1, switch. $30. So slow.
I need someone to tell a story.
20. 10. Get ready to switch. 5, 2, 1, switch. Can you see the timer?
Yes. 30 seconds. $15.
Remember to switch to the hollow hold.
5.
30. 20. 10. 1-minute break. Soak it up. Believe it or not, we got one more of those.
Yep.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. And then after that, we have one more shoulder stretchy, strengthening kind of thingy. Thingy. The last one of these, starting unfortunately in 20 seconds.
No. So
10.
One off the turnaround.
3, 2,
Oh, wow.
1. Yep.
Whoopsies.
30. 20. 10. 2. Switch. I know the Dons of the world will be upset because technically we're doing one side twice and the other side only once, starting with. So if you're upset by that, you feel free after the class is over
To just do another
to do another set. Huge props if you do it. 30. 15. 5. Switch. 30. 15. 5. Hold. It's the last core things. Make it good. Come on, Tuan. Last 30 seconds. 20. 10. Break. Good job. All right, we didn't lose you. We're going to move into the last thing. So these are called I's, Y's, and T's. You're going to want to find some place to lay down. Probably, hopefully you have some kind of mat that you've been just using. What you're going to want to do, let's see, this is going to go, I'm going to tilt this down just a little bit more. Okay. So you're going to lay on your belly. And you want everything to be relaxed. You want your neck to be relaxed, your back and your feet nicely placed on the ground. The first thing is going to be eyes. So to do the eyes, you're going to reach out as far forward as possible with your thumbs up, and you're just going to pulse. You should try to keep it so your hands are never between pulses. You don't want to be resting on the ground. You want to always keep them suspended, pulsing straight up. And I think about not just going up, I think about trying to go almost away from myself. So I'm always pulling away from my body.
And notice that, yeah, his feet, neck, and I tend to squeeze my glutes, so I always have to check in to like relax everything. People definitely tend to lift their chest off the ground. We don't want that. Like you want to try to keep everything relaxed.
So those are I's. Then we're gonna go to Y's. So same thing. You're gonna be at a 45. Arm stretching again as far out that way. Thumbs are up, pulsing upwards. Nice and slow. It's not about speed. Just nice and slow, controlled. I like to try to pause at the top a little bit. So those are Y's. The last one are gonna be T's. So T, straight out. Thumbs are going to be down. It's the only one that's different. Thumbs are down. And again, you're just going to pulse up, down, up and down.
And straight, perpendicular to your body.
Okay. So we're going to do those for a minute. So what I like to do is do 10 I's, 10 Y's, 10 T's. And if there's more time, go back to the I's, do maybe 3 or 4, go to Y's, go to the T's.
I'm going to be doing just some different shoulder things because of the whole not, lay on my belly thing. But if you're interested in what I'm doing, I'm just doing some frontal raises, lateral raises, and shoulder presses.
All right. So we're going to get in position. Starting in 10 seconds. 5, 2, 1, go. Starting with I's. I'm moving to T's, or to Y's.
I'm just going to do frontal and lateral raises. 30 seconds in.
30 seconds. So I'm on T's. Keep going.
15 seconds left. 5. Actually, you started a little later, right?
Yes, or 10.
Oh, never mind.
5, 2, break.
I'll rest.
Take a minute break. We're going to do that one more time. So the idea on this is that you're pulling your shoulder blades back. You're using all those muscles to bring your arms back. It's a good way to try to get your shoulders back in position, especially with all of us climbers. We get kind of set in these kind of contracted ways in the front. So it's a good way to build those muscles back. Another one, we're not going to do it, but another one that's good is to even lay on your back and get in a shape like this and push your elbows and hands in the ground, almost as if you're trying to do a push-up up away from the ground. Do those impulses. Those are really good to help bring your shoulders from here back to good posture. All right, so we're starting again in 10 seconds. 5,
2, 1,
go.
All right, keep breathing.
Halfway.
Seconds. 15. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and
Break.
break.
Okay, so one last thing. Probably thought you were done, huh? One last thing. It's gonna be similar. It's gonna kind of incorporate all the things that we're just doing with those eyes, Y's, and T's. We call them angels. So again, you're gonna stay in the exact same position.
Same things apply. Relaxed
Yep.
neck.
You're gonna start all the way at top. You're gonna rotate, keep your hands above the ground, and then get them to where they're over your butt.
So you're never resting your hands. Like when you get to your butt, you don't rest your hands on your butt. You still keep trying to push your palms up to the sky.
Yeah, always going up and
And
always
notice-
going away from your body. So
Yeah.
going out, 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 out.
And
Stretch,
notice
stretch.
he starts with his palms facing the ground, and as he's rotating, they slowly rotate up where they're facing the sky.
Yep, so you're always going to be reaching as far away from your body as possible. Okay, so we're going to do that for our last minute. Starting in 10 seconds. Last thing.
Promise.
5, 2, 1, go. Get nice and slow and control all the way through. If you're like me, you notice that the Y position is actually my hardest. And that's just where I'm least flexible.
For me, the eyes are the hardest. The top. And the T's are like the best.
Keep your hands above. Try not to touch the ground.
Yeah. Remember to keep breathing. 20 seconds.
Almost there.
10 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
You're done. You're done.
And that really was the last thing.
You're done. Like our other classes, ending the same way. Questions, concerns, let us know. We'll try to answer them as quick as we can. And also, if there's something that you would like to see us go over, teach, work out. I know Tuan's probably screaming at us to do more legs right now. Maybe we'll try to hit that next week.
I got lots of legs for everybody.
Other than that, again, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for. See you again next week. We'll be here.
High five.
Virtual high five. Good job, everybody. Until next week. Oops. And.